pride and a check for 2 weeks' pay. Now he don't work there anymore.
I can at least take my kids places. Like, it's bad when my ex-wife has to show up, drop them off, and I should be able to pick them up.
Asked his dad if he's seen it this bad. He said not, but that bad. Compared to them song, he would have been blessed.
All right, guys, thank you so much. There's food inside.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sam. Happy birthday to you. Oh,
And you just might make it through. When they tell you that it's over, that's a real good place to start. Don't ever underestimate the American heart. Now he ain't much into politics, 'cause it's a sucker's bet when the game is fixed.
Hi, everybody.
'Cause it's
A special occasion to recognize Sandy Bauer through the presentation of the DAR Medal of Honor, our highest civilian award. I'm Wendy Stevenson Clem, the regent of the local DAR chapter sponsoring this event, and I invite you to check out our flyer today explaining both our chapter and our national organization. So at this time, I'm going to kick things off. Some of you traveled miles to gather here today, and I want to first thank you for sharing this occasion with us, the Elizabeth Anime Chapter NSDAR. I'd like to also acknowledge the presence of our state organization officers and local ones, some of whom you will hear from shortly. And that includes, these are the faces and hearts behind the scenes who helped make this event possible. That includes our former chapter regent, Joan Alsever, who began Sandy's nomination. Joan, would you like to come up here and join me? We had a riser built for Joan.
So she says.
Yeah.
I think it's for her too.
Yeah, it probably is. Joan began Sandy's nomination, and this process has taken about 2 years. Also, Judy Knoll, could you come up here and join us too? Judy is our chapter chaplain, and she worked with me on Sandy's vetting process. And Joan and our state officers may also like to add something in a bit, but first Judy has a prayer on this very auspicious occasion, and we're going to share that, and then I'll give a little bit of background. Judy?
Dear Lord, we thank you for this opportunity to honor Sandy for her inspiring work with vets returning home. You gave her the passion and the courage and ability to stand up for our military vets and make a difference in their lives. In turn, we all benefit from their success and from Sandy's. Please find it in your heart to keep this facility safe and enduring. Bless all as they go through their journey here. Peace be with you. Amen.
Thanks, Judy.
You're welcome.
Good job. Since its launch in 1890, the Daughters of the American Revolution has prioritized military personnel and veterans within its dedication to patriotism, along with their additional focus on historic preservation and education. Maintaining patriotism cherishes and extends the institution of American freedom, fostering a love of country to aid in securing mankind's blessings of liberty. DAR has supported and honored veterans for more than 130 years in myriad ways, from today's honor flights for vets to everyday's cemetery observances, laurels, and preservation. Each DAR member has proven lineage to ancestors who created America's independence. And we daily defend those individual results that demonstrate the strength of the whole is built upon the endurance of the individual. It is one of those individuals that we honor today on this 20th anniversary of 9/11, yet another reference to American strength and endurance. Having identified a pressing need for the relief of struggling veterans in 2013, Sandy McNabb Bauer, used her own retirement savings to establish a location to shelter and counsel them. This headquarters, Vets Returning Home, comforts, teaches, feeds, houses, and heals veterans, and rallies on their behalf, creating means to aid in their gradual reassimilation into the community. Sandy's unerring commitment to do what is morally right for the men and women who have served our country allows them to receive from a grateful nation what they have duly earned. It's through such selfless sacrifice that Sandy has repeatedly provided productive results and continues her efforts to support American ideals and ongoing objectives. Therefore, it is with great acclaim that the Elizabeth B. Anime chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution humbly bestows our highest award, the DAR Medal of Honor, on the enduring patriot, Sandy Bauer. If you would join me, please. And this is for you, too. Happy birthday.
Giovanni, would you grab these for me, honey? It's my grandson.
Oh, hello. He was so little when he came to the chapter.
That's right.
He's gotten taller.
Yes.
Oh, how beautiful.
Okay.
Look at how beautiful.
Thank you.
Sandy, we're so pleased that we could do this. We wanted to sooner, but the pandemic, we can blame that for a lot of things. But we can really blame it for this delay, because this process was started in 2019. The paperwork went in, pandemic hit. We had a lot of issues that happened during that length of time that we couldn't help. So today, we are so pleased that we are finally able to give you the certificate of honor for the Medal of Honor and the medal itself. I was so happy when it arrived on March the 15th this year. Okay? So we could do this. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
you for all you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I do have a couple of other things here, too. I also, Mayor Jim Fouts, who has arranged for Sandy to have storage, has created a proclamation here for Sandy. And so we're we're presenting that to her. And we're also presenting some money to you and Vets Returning Home from our DAR chapter. We've been holding on to this for you. And we have $500 to present you
That's
with.
awesome. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And before I forget, these beautiful sunflowers were brought from one of our guests who couldn't stay. He brought them all the way in from Flushing, and he welcomes everybody to take a flower, and he even provided these little plastic bags with paper towels in them that you wet, and then you can take them and put them in your yard. So you'll have a remembrance of that. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce Michigan's DAR regent, Kelly Van Wormer, who will also share a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hi there. As the state regent of the Daughters of the American Revolution of Michigan, it is my pleasure to join you here today at Vets Returning Home to recognize Sandy Bauer with the DAR Medal of Honor. The National Society Daughters of the American Revolution is a strong women's service organization with a mission to support education, historic preservation, and patriotism. As part of our patriotic mission, we award the DAR Medal of Honor to United States citizens who have displayed true service of themselves to their community while demonstrating leadership, trustworthiness, and patriotism. Sandy Bauer exemplifies what it means to give of ourselves in service to one's community. And she has dedicated herself to providing a safe environment and support to our nation's heroes, our veterans. The DAR of Michigan gives our deepest appreciation to all of our veterans today, particularly on 9/11, as well as our gratitude for Sandy and her endless work for our heroes. So thank you very much, Sandy.
Did you want to introduce the state officers that are here with you?
No,
You could just
Oh.
leave that right up there on the
Oh,
podium.
okay. Thanks, Kelly. Sandy, did you want to say a few words? The star of the hour.
Happy 39th birthday, Sandy.
Well, most of you people have been to previous events or, have attended different speaking engagements that you might have seen me present, and you know that I never prepare a speech. And honestly, I woke up this morning thinking, how do I deal with this today? Because this is the biggest honor of my life, and thank you to the Daughters of the American Revolution. My thoughts were just so scattered this morning because, my birthday is today, 9/11. I haven't celebrated my birthday in 20 years. It's one of those days that I just find no joy in. And today, especially in the 20th anniversary, it's confusing. And all that's going on in our country and in our world, and for our military that is serving, and if we could just take a moment of silence and say a prayer for the fallen at 9/11, for the 13 that we lost in Afghanistan, for those that are in jeopardy and struggling in Afghanistan now. In this room is a lot of veterans, and a lot of them are veteran friends of Vets Returning Home that have been supportive to this mission over the years, and some of them are the veterans that are in crisis and those that we serve. And to all of you veterans, you know, if you knew how much the community loves and supports what you guys have done for this country, and I say guys, I don't mean to exclude, I call you all veterans guys, but our women veteran as well. It is absolutely humbling to see the kind of support that we get here. We haven't had a fundraiser since 2019, and we receive no government funding, so it is just absolutely incredible that this program is even still here. And I know that that is by the grace of God. I want to acknowledge, I have to change the subject or I'm going to keep crying. So I want to acknowledge some of our special, what I call, and I mean, I'm just going to say our dignitaries that are here today. So I want to start with the most handsome, best dressed is our General Bob Smith. And we'll take our second best dressed and second most handsome, and probably one who has been our most absolute biggest cheerleader since the moment we met, and that's Judge Fred Muster. Thank you for all you do, not only for us, Fred, but for all of the community. I mean, Fred is a veteran. He served in the military during the Korean War era. Served with Colin Powell, actually. Was a sitting judge in Oakland County, now retired. He's got a much bigger resume than I can't even. But just the incredible things that he does in the community, not just for us. He's everywhere, and his voice is heard everywhere, and his support is there. And thank you, Fred. You're amazing. I want a special thanks. Where is Jeff Cleland, our UAW? Thank you, Jeff, and all you guys that at the UAW, and all the things that you guys do for us is appreciated. And my friend Rhonda Brown. Where are you, Rhonda? My friend Rhonda, who sits on the board here at Vets Returning Home. She's my girl. She's always got my back. She helps me with my fundraising. We're like, you know, long before Vets Returning Home, we were the team, you know, doing our charity work together, trying to make a difference where we can. And I could not have done this without Rhonda's support. And then our special friend, Pastor Fred Ledley. Like, I know he joined our board because he felt sorry for me. He's like, that poor girl needs some help. I'm going to go help her. And you have, and I thank you. You definitely make life easier. I think that if we could just close with maybe the Pledge of Allegiance, I think that that's probably a good idea. What do you think, guys? Thank you. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If I forgot to recognize anyone, I apologize. My brains have just been scrambled, actually, not only today, but probably for the past 18 months, as we all are. So again, thank you to all my friends and our donors and supporters and volunteers. And Carrie, I cannot be remiss. Carrie, I could, if it weren't for Carrie, believe me, you guys, I would have cracked a long time ago. So thank you.
I agree.
And again, thank you to the Daughters of the American Revolution. It's awesome. I'm very, very humbled. Thank you.